The current generation of video games is coming to a close, and that means it's the perfect time to stay young and catch up. There are more options than ever in 2020, and also if you're tired of battle royale games and looking for a lengthy single-player experience, here are 12 excellent single-player games to keep in mind for later in 2020 and beyond, for consoles and PC. Finally, Far Cry 6 made its official non-teaser appearance with a full cinematic trailer, and then Ubisoft gave it up and admitted that Giancarlo Esposito, which you guys might remember as Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, will also star in Far Cry 6 as its villain. Anyway, these ones due out on February 18th, 2021 on PC, Epic Games Store, Uplay, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Stadia, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X as well. Oh, and you can also buy this collector's edition with a non-working flamethrower kind of thing. Anyway, have a look.
Contains the explosive, diffuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
Resident Evil Village was revealed earlier last month, but only a vague release window was provided specifying its release sometime in the year 2021. Resident Evil games traditionally, though, lean towards first quarter of the year release dates, though it's not always the case, and these are unpredictable times anyway. Resident Evil Village releases on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. So Hitman 3, the third and the final chapter in the World of Assassination trilogy, with IO Interactive serving as the sole developer and the publisher, earlier this month showed off an announcement trailer apart from confirming some returning characters including Agent 47 and teasing new locations, but the trailer didn't actually reveal much. Anyway, here's another look at the game. Hitman 3 is now set to release on January 2021 for consoles and PC.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England.
It has been nearly 2 years, but Ubisoft is finally gearing up to release a new Assassin's Creed game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is billed as the ultimate Viking fantasy set not in the fjords of Scandinavia, but in the fields and rivers of England during the 9th century Viking invasion, in which players are put in the role of a Viking from Norway as they attempt to lead their people to establish a settlement in England. Yeah, well, anyway, due to lack of gameplay for the game, Ubisoft finally came up with another showcase stating that the game now releases actually on November 17th, 2020.
Inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots, it will challenge and surprise. With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Cyberpunk 2077 just came out with their live stream presentation where we got to know about the inner workings of Night City Wire. And despite all the assumptions, CD Projekt Red gave us something quite unexpected. Anyway, Cyberpunk 2077 releases on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on November 19th, 2020, with the date getting closer by the day we thought we'd take a look at the vast amount of details of the upcoming sci-fi. Here it is.
Here, beating. Hear it? Can you imagine? Susan Forrest, Boa Boa, maybe even Morgan Blackhand. You gonna tell me? Put up land! Look, jump! Watch it!
Wang, where are you? Can you hear me?
Shadow Warrior 3 is due out on PC at some point in 2021. A new gameplay for the game was also shown off recently. Prior to that, local press were also given a look at the 15-minute segment of a gameplay. Some of the main enemies were shown off in the trailer, the level design, traversal mechanics, and enemy AI. Now, Shadow Warriors 3 comes out on all major platforms, and here's a new gameplay trailer for it.
Who the hell let you out of the circus?
Moving on, Blooper is an established horror game developer, having most recently put out the well-received The Observer and last year's Blair Witch game. Developer's next title now, The Medium, is described as its most ambitious to date, set to release for Xbox Series X and PC during the 2020 holiday season. The Medium actually sees the players assume the role of a medium living across the real and spirit worlds. Medium is inspired by Silent Hill series of horror games, and that is exactly why they signed that series composer Akira Yamaoka to contribute music to this game as well. Anyway, a precise release date for it is yet to be announced.
A modern metropolis, built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Watch Dogs Legion finally has a launch date, and that is October 29th, 2020. Announcing with this CG trailer, Tipping Point, which is pretty incredible, gave us a better look at the world of villains following the private security company as they lag down a post-Brexit London. And yeah, I think you already knew from its announcement, Legion will see us play as a huge number of procedurally generated characters, as you can see.
It's almost crass to call him a hitman. Some might even call him an artist. Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance. It's time to take back London.